the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona on Super Bowl weekend. Thousands descending on the desert for Super Bowl 57, the Chiefs and the Eagles. But this afternoon, it's Celebrity Sweat's 23rd annual Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. T-Mac and RGIII going at it. A sun-drenched Saturday afternoon at gorgeous Grand Canyon University. And welcome aboard. Alongside my partner, Eric Nelson, I'm Tom James. A super fun matchup we've got. Tracy McGrady's team going for a three-peat this year, taking on Robert Griffin III and Team RG3.
Yeah, and I am pumped up, Tom. Here we are in the Grand Canyon State in Phoenix, Arizona, the epicenter of the NFL universe, and this game has become one of the marquee events during Super Bowl week. I think you're going to have a lot of fun when you're watching this one.
There's no question about it. We are energized for this. Let's take a deep dive into the matchup. And, of course, Tracy McGrady, the NBA Hall of Famer, against RG3, who electrified college football on the way to a Heisman Trophy and a great NFL career.
Yeah, he came out of Baylor. He made a tsunami-like splash as a rookie with Washington. Then he had serious injuries that derailed what might have been a Hall of Fame career. Now he's one of us, a broadcaster. Meanwhile, Tracy McGrady, multi-sport athlete, Hall of Fame basketball guy. He can play some quarterback, and oh, by the way, he can pitch a baseball.
And a pair of rosters with some star power. Team T-Mac. He's got Rob Riggle, the actor, as his captain, Sean Marion, the former Phoenix Sun, and many more.
And I can't wait to see what T-Mac does when he throws the ball to Willie Gault, who back in the day could run like the wind, came out of Tennessee, one of the great Chicago Bears Super Bowl stars.
And for Team RG3, Doug Flutie bringing all that experience. Nikki Bella, what a crew.
And he's got weapons as well. KJ Osborne plays with Justin Jefferson up in Minnesota. Andre Reed, 4 Super Bowl appearances with Buffalo. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Well, you know we can't tackle out here, but don't think that's going to take away from any of the intensity.
No, these guys and gals are hyper-competitive, and whoever wins this game will have bragging rights for an entire year. Nobody wants to hear the other side talk smack.
All right, let's kick it down to the third member of our team. Jake Newlander is on the field.
All right, guys, I'm down here with President Mueller. President, thank you so much for having us here at your facility and your university. Tell us a little bit about what it means for you to have an event like this down here at GCU.
It's fantastic for us. You know, we're one of the largest, fastest growing universities in the country. We are in Phoenix, Arizona, the state of Arizona, which is one of the fastest growing cities and states in the country. The economy's booming, and so for us to represent the great state of Arizona on an event like this means a lot to the university.
Talk about your athletics program here, and specifically the Havocs. They are amazing. We've been seeing them all day in the tailgate zone. Talk about what it means to have a fan base like the Havocs here with you guys.
You know, we've grown from 900 students on our campus to 26,000 students on our campus. We've got venues on our campus from an athletic standpoint that are some of the best in the country, and they rally and support our student athletes like you can't believe, especially our men's basketball program. It is an environment like no other in the country. It's everybody's trying to replicate it, but it just keeps growing. We were in a national tournament 2 years ago. We're on the verge of going back this year, and so we are on the rise across our athletic programs. But yes, the student body and their support is a big part of that.
Absolutely, and we're so thankful to have you guys be part of the family, supporting some incredible causes, the military members, the first responders. So thank you guys so much, and we really appreciate your hospitality. Guys, back up to you.
All right, we're pumped. It's Team T-Mac against Team RG3. The Celebrity Flag Football Challenge is next.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
I am Conor McGregor, multiple weight MMA champion. I'm a fighter and I've been through many battles in the octagon. Many consider my fights in the octagon heroic, but the real life heroes are those men and women who fight to protect us every day. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support their efforts. Your $11 a month honours and supports our first responders. Please visit tunneltotowers.org or call now at 1-844-BRAVEST.
game day. A minute to the kick. And it's not a kickoff without Dave on the door. What's up, Dave? It's not a kickoff without Manny's or Mickey's packed and shoulder to shoulder. Without Scatino's famous ziti. So raise your glass and kick off a crown. Join us and we'll donate to the small places that make game day big.
Tillman Scholars are veterans and military spouses who serve their country, and they're not done yet.
My vision is to end the forced labor and human trafficking of children by further exposing the factors that cause it.
My mission is to help underserved and underrepresented students pursue higher education.
They're changing the world and making an impact from the classroom to the boardroom and every room in between.
Celebrity Sweat takes you behind the scenes to see how your favorite celebrities, athletes, and entertainers lead healthy lives.
If you look at all the greats, they all have the same work ethic. We all do things that other people don't want to do.
Do something that you love to do, and that's the best because you're enjoying it.
Follow us on social media for celebrity fitness secrets, high-energy workouts, and much more. Go to CelebritySweat.com, get motivated and inspired to jumpstart your workouts and healthy lifestyle today.
Celebrity Flag Football Challenge here in Phoenix, Arizona at Grand Canyon University. Robert Griffin III and Tracy McGrady going at it, and the all-important delivery of the game ball, Eric, presented by Frog X.
Yeah, this is what you call a special delivery. They're operating out of Skydive Phoenix here in Maricopa County, and I tell you, they come in with energy. They bring it. Boy, did they stick the landing, don't they?
They sure do. Every single time.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
By the way, we were invited to do this for next year's game. I hope your game.
Hey, I'm in. Okay. I'm in. I know they've taken some NFL players up there
yes.
in the past to do that.
I think everybody here is anticipating a lot of fun and some competition that'll be interesting.
All right, we're underway. Team RG3 throws in the flat, and it's complete down there to KJ Osborne. He makes the first reception.
Yeah, with the Minnesota Vikings. I talked to him before the game. That's the first ball he's caught since their playoff loss to the New York Giants about 4 weeks ago.
Of course, he was part of that epic comeback, the season's largest comeback. In fact, largest in NFL history. The Vikings over the Colts. They were down 33 points and came all the way back to win, and just a mind-boggling rally.
Yeah, I was at that game, Tom, and I still can't believe what I saw. Indianapolis up 33-0 early in the third quarter, and Minnesota winds up winning it.
We can start the clock. All right, they're waiting for the clock to start. Of course, we have two 30-minute halves with a running clock. RG3's ready to go. He's like, let's cook. I got my rhythm now. He's looking to the near side, checking down, going far side, complete over there. And it looks like
that was number 2, Josh Richards.
Josh Richards on the reception. And that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and no pressure being applied by Team T-Mac. Everybody sat back in basically a shell defense, and Josh Richards, a Canadian social media personality and influencer. He's huge on TikTok, Tom, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all those devices and platforms you follow.
You would know a little something about being an influencer yourself, Eric Nelson. Griffin looking long into the end zone, and it's complete for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's KJ Osborne, and he's doing the gritty. That's his tribute to J-Jets, Justin Jefferson, up in Minnesota, his teammate. And boy, did he get open. I think the closest defensive player on Team T-Mac was in Flagstaff.
Yeah, he was way behind the defense on this one, and Robert Griffin III noticed him out of the corner of his eye and just uncorked a perfect ball into the end zone for the score.
And the one thing about KJ Osborne, he gets eclipsed by Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen and TJ Hawkinson in Minnesota. But he is an excellent option for Kirk Cousins in the games that count. And now we found out RG3 has discovered the magic of KJ too.
Does not take much, by the way, to get this crowd going. It is one of the best atmospheres, and you and I have done a number of these games. This is one of the best atmospheres we've ever had. Oh, and a little flea flicker action back to RG3. And he's still alive, keeping it going, but the official, I think, says his knee was down.
Yeah, it's college rules, so once that knee touches the grass, play stops. They went for the deuce there, Tom, and the trickery, but give credit to Team T-Mac. Their defense was not fooled by it. They stayed home. Nobody sucked one way or the other, and RG3 was unable to find an open receiver.
Yeah, RG3 felt a little pressure back there. This one took a little time to develop. Right back to RG, a little razzle-dazzle, RG3 style. And there you saw the knee touchdown. Fans loving it nonetheless.
Yeah, now we'll see what Team T-Mac can do on offense down 6-0. You and I have done a number of these games. They tend to be high scoring, so I'm expecting aggressive football from Tracy McGrady and his offensive unit.
6-0 is the score. Team RG3 on top. And I'll tell you, that coin toss was certainly so important because this is one of those games where the last team that has the ball might be your winner.
You're exactly right. If you can get one or two defensive stops, or even not allowing that 2-point try, that could add up in the end to a victory.
All right, Tracy McGrady delivers underneath, and it's caught down there by Quincy Wilson, the former Steelers cornerback, former Florida Gator.
Yeah, with some moves over the middle, he got open, and some yards after the catch. And a little bit of pressure there put on by the defense for Team RG3 as you.
RG3 to the near side, and it's complete to Willie Gault. And what a career. This is his 4th Celebrity Flag Football Challenge for Willie Gault.
Yeah,
won the Super Bowl with the Bears.
Yeah, that was the 1985 team, Tom, one of the most dominant teams in NFL history. He was part of that Super Bowl shuffle in Chicago.
Never forget it. And again, this time to Gault. So McGrady trying to move this team down the field quickly.
That was a check down there. That was to Willie Gault as well, Tom. But good defense on the backside by Team RG3.
So McGrady, we've seen him tuck it under and run a couple of times as well. And that one incomplete over the middle, down inside the 10.
Yeah, that's one of those balls that it got into the hands of the receiver.
All right, let's take it down to Jake Newlander, who's on the field.
Hey, thanks, Tom. I'm here with the legend himself, Josh Richards. Josh, nice catch out there, man. You look great. How you feeling?
Feeling good, made a catch, so I'm happy about it, you know what I mean?
Tell everybody out there listening where they can find you and what you're up to right now, man.
Yeah. You can find me, Josh Richards, anywhere on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and my podcast, Barstool, with Barstool. It's called BFFs.
Now, Josh, what does it mean to you to be part of an event like this, supporting some incredible people, the military members, the first responders? How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's always good, you know what I mean? Getting out to come out here to do something like charitable is a lot of fun, and it's a lot of great people supporting a great cause, so it's awesome.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, hockey. Canadian, yeah.
Hockey. We're here to play football, but hey, we've got a hockey player on the field.
That's great stuff. Josh Richards, nearly 26 million followers on TikTok. He was in the movie Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage, so he's got a lot going on. What a life he's living. McGrady to the end zone. Sean Stellato is there. Always a big presence at this game, and he's got the touchdown.
Yeah, and a great route by Stellato, able to get past the secondary, and then he just turned around on a hook route, and he hauls it in. Of course, he's an agent. He's certified with the NFLPA, the NBA Players Association, the Canadian Football Players Association that I'm sure Josh Richards is familiar with.
Yeah, you take another look. He was just kind of hiding back there in the back corner of the end zone. He's a motivational speaker. as well. And the pass right to the goal line, and the conversion is no good, as they say that Quincy Wilson was short of the goal line.
Yeah,
just short.
That's the situation where you run a yard past the line, then you turn around. Wilson went right to the goal line, and they're going to say he just missed it. So both teams have failed in their extra point tries here, and what we now have, Tom, is a 6-6 score.
All right. Well, those little things can add up, that is for certain. So both Tracy McGrady, Robert Griffin III have led their teams to a pair of touchdowns, and both conversions have failed. So here we are at 6-6.
And the one thing I like about Tracy McGrady, he's almost like a pitcher. He winds up and throws it. There's a lot of motion there, but he's got zip on his fastball, and it's pretty accurate. On the incompletions, those were drops. Those are balls his receivers should have caught.
So a 70-yard field with the big, deep end zones, kind of the Canadian Football League size end zones on either end of this field.
Yeah, it's the soccer venue here at Grand Canyon University. Well, they have some fabulous facilities, Tom. We checked them out yesterday. The baseball stadium behind us, named after former MLB great Tim Salmon with the LA Angels back in the day, but they have wonderful facilities.
Yeah, that stadium is something to behold, as is the soccer stadium, and with a pass right through the hands of Frankie Muniz, the actor from Malcolm in the Middle. Got to haul that one in.
Yeah, and he's also a NASCAR driver. I think he wanted to take off and go down the track, but you got to catch the ball first, Frankie.
Got to catch the ball before you can burn a little rubber.
Exactly.
He's been nominated for an Emmy, nominated for a Golden Globe, as the catch is made over the middle, right about the 20-yard line.
That might be
Number 20, Emma with the catch.
And that's Emma from the WWE.
Third down.
Well, we have a lot of WWE influence in this game. They've certainly been part of the 23-year history of the Celebrity Sweat Flag Football Contest.
Yeah, I've always had a great presence here. Emma from Down Under. She's from Australia. All right, Griffin underneath. Unable to bring it in is Ryan Smith, formerly of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, a couple stints with the Bucs, LA Chargers, Indianapolis. Always a little bit, made him stretch for it. But again, we're seeing a little rust, I think, in the receivers today.
Yes,
so far.
But as my dad used to tell me when we played in the yard, if you can touch it, you should catch it.
Exactly.
RGIII this time looking down the middle, deep down the field. It's caught and headed to the end zone for the touchdown is Ryan Smith, as he, that time, no problem hauling that one in.
Yeah, Ryan redemption right there. So we ran the deep hook, and it was a laser beam throw by RG3. He makes the catch, and then they call it yak, yards after catch. He dashed into the end zone. So good job there on the pitch and catch.
And the one thing about Ryan Smith you can never take away from him, he has a Super Bowl ring with the Tampa Bay Bucs.
Yeah, just a couple of years ago.
All right, down to Jake Newlander on the sidelines.
Hey, Tom, thanks a lot, man. Well, you're used to seeing Bilal in the octagon, but today we're on the football field. Bilal, how do you feel out there, man?
Man, excited, man, pumped. I'm a multi-sport athlete, so I had to show my little Bo Jackson out there right now.
Absolutely, and you were training for the event. You were training all the time for the UFC. Tell us a little bit about your health and wellness routine.
Man, it's cool. I got to try to be disciplined all year round. Fighting is so easy of a sport to get injured in or lose focus in. So for me, it's like I have to be healthy all year round, eating the right meals, putting the right stuff into my body, the right fuel, and then I'm training twice a day, 3 times a day sometimes. When I do have a camp, you got to go a little bit harder. So right now my routine is more so skills, drills, and then when it's fight time, I go hard.
That's amazing. Now, tell us a little bit about what it means for you to be part of an event like this, supporting the incredible heroes of our country, the military members, the frontline workers. What does that make you feel like?
Honestly, it's amazing for us to do anything for them, to give them some sort of entertainment. It's huge for those people that sit there and protect us and fight for us all the time. This little snippet, giving them some clouds, to give them some notice will be great for them, make them happy, and then to have all these fans here, the crowd here has been beautiful, man. People came out, they showed up today.
Well, you guys heard it here from Bilal. Don't miss the second half and the rest of the first half. Back up to you, Tom.
All right, Jake, thank you so much. RG3's team has the advantage here in the early going, 12-6. Stay with us live from Phoenix.
With more than 50 years in the community, Valle del Sol is your one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs. To schedule your behavioral health needs, a primary care visit, to get up to date on your vaccines, and to learn more about the wide range of care we offer, visit valledelsol.com today.
I know we aren't forgotten, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't just get wounded, heal up enough to get discharged from the hospital and disappear into the ether, you know what I mean, a forgotten memory. The Semper Fi Fund Americas Fund comes to the table with what is it going to take? What is it that's going to help you stand back up? That has kept me floating during the darkest times of my recent years, and I'm forever eternally grateful.
The Pat Tillman Foundation supports veterans and military spouses with scholarships and leadership development as they carry on Pat Tillman's legacy of service beyond self. Join the Tillman Scholars Program. Applications close February 28th. Learn more at apply.ptf.org.
Certain combinations just don't work in the winter, like skiing in the sand or swimming in the rain. But other things go together seamlessly. Introducing the winter's hottest couple, peanut butter and whiskey. Grab some friends, get cozy, and open up a bottle of Screwball whiskey. Or try our greatest pair yet, Screwball whiskey in a tiny can. The winter combination that just works. Screwball whiskey. Screw it. Let's do it.
Celebrity Sweat takes you behind the scenes to see how your favorite celebrities, athletes, and entertainers lead healthy lives.
If you look at all the greats, they all have the same work ethic. We all do things that other people don't want to do.
Do something that you love to do, and that's the best because you're enjoying it.
Follow us on social media for celebrity fitness secrets, high-energy workouts, and much more. Go to CelebritySweat.com, get motivated and inspired to jumpstart your workouts and healthy lifestyle today.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
The Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. Live from Phoenix, Arizona. Sponsored by Talking Stick Resort, the official hotel partner of the 23rd annual Celebrity Flag Football Game. Also by Pepsi. And by Rain, the official energy drink partner of Celebrity Sweat. Grab a can today and fuel your workout. And by Amazon, assisting and empowering local Arizona communities as the sponsor of the 2023 Celebrity Football Game. And of course, presented by Grand Canyon University, the proud host of this year's Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. And Celebrity Sweat, supporting military members and first responders, your one-stop shop for everything celebrity health and wellness. Go to CelebritySweat.com for more. All right, it's T-Mac's chance Eric to answer back. Been an offensive showcase, as it usually is here in the early going. It could come down to who is able to cash in on their two-point conversions the best. McGrady looking way down the field. Oh, he's got his man. Touchdown, Levi Wallace.
That's impressive, Tom. A home run heave as McGrady dropped back and threw a ball to the heavens. And Wallace barely ran under it, but he had that closing burst, and he made the great catch to haul it in. Levi Wallace, a cornerback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now look at this arm from McGrady. Got his man right there at the goal line. He's able to tumble in for the touchdown.
That's about 60 yards in the air.
Incredible. And McGrady, can they convert? And they do, as the pass is complete to Billy Blanks.
Mr. Tybo, boy, I'll tell you what, he has found that fountain of youth. He does not age, and he was able to get over the middle and find that soft spot. And hey, we had an extra point conversion, Tom.
Yeah, we
Breaking
sure
news.
did. So 14-12, you know, Billy Blanks, this is his 15th Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. He is one of the mainstays. And let's head down to Jake Newlander. He's down on the field.
I got Hall of Famer Andre Reed out here. Andre, how we doing, man?
I don't know, man. There's a little suspect going on here with guys coming off the pathway. What's going on here, man? They don't want us to. They cheat, man. They cheat.
Oh, we're having some fun. We're here for a great cause. What's it like to be part of a great cause like this, supporting the troops?
Well, you know, it's you guys do a great job every year. Every Super Bowl, you guys are doing things, and guys come in and support you. We have a lot of fun. You see people you don't see that much anymore. So we all have a great time. That's what it's about.
How's your weekend been out here for Super Bowl weekend? What have you been up to?
I've been all over the place. I lost my voice yesterday because I did some like 3 chalk talks and all that kind of stuff. But it's been a great week for me. So drove in, didn't have to get on the plane, which was good. So it's good stuff.
How's the golf swing feeling lately?
It's feeling good. I mean, golf is, you know, football I'm a little bit better than golf, that's for sure. But love the game. It's very challenging, so it's good stuff.
Lastly but not least, Chiefs, Eagles.
I don't want none of them to win, really, because my team's not there. So, but if I have to pick anybody, because the Chiefs beat my Bills, you know, I played for the Bills, beat them, you know, twice in the last 3 years. I was hoping they would see them again, but they didn't. So, you know, I'm gonna go for the Eagles.
Go Eagles! You guys heard it here from Andre Reed. Back up to y'all.
In the end zone, touchdown, number 92.
The NHL superstar.
Jeremy Roenick.
And how about that? Jeremy Roenick, it looked like he skated down the grass on that route, the former NHL star who played out here with the Arizona Coyotes, Chicago Blackhawks. Nobody really covered it. It was a go route.
Well, we saw Andre Reed a minute ago. He's an NFL Hall of Famer. Jeremy Roenick, I'm going to say it right now, he needs to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He is one of the greats. He's one of 46 players ever with 500 goals, but he's only one of a handful of those who is not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's been an impact guy when he was on the ice.
And a toss into the end zone, into traffic, and it's incomplete. So 18-14 now your score.
Well, and how about Jeremy Roenick punctuating the touchdown catch with the somersault?
Love it.
We saw KJ Osborne with the gritty. Now we have the somersault. What's next?
Seeing a little bit of everything. I don't know. Maybe the icky shuffle.
Could
possibly be
if
next.
If the Bengals were here, we'd definitely see that.
Had a little bit of that last year in Malibu, as you see. Wide open there goes Jeremy Roenick.
And once a pro, always a pro, Tom. On that throw, RG3 gave a little look to his left, right? So that freezes the coverage. They might slide to their right. Then he comes back the other way to a wide open Jeremy Roenick for, in hockey jargon, that would be a breakaway.
And McGrady completes it to Stellato.
Number 69 with the catch, Sean Stellato.
And Sean Stellato will quietly rack up a lot of receptions in a game like this. He has every single year.
Yeah, he is a guy who likes to work the underneath part of the field. He'll get between the line of scrimmage and the linebackers, and he'll find open spots.
And complete to the near side. It's Roscoe Dash, and he dashes down the sidelines inside the 10 before having that Flag ripped off down there. Jake Newlander's back on the sideline.
How'd that feel?
Felt great. I just wanted to touch the ball once, let them get a touchdown. I didn't know what to do on the celebration, so I just did what I do best, and that's do a little somersault. So, but hey, listen, you know, I had 500 goals. I got some hands, a little bit different than a puck, but that's how you do it.
Is it true that when you're not playing hockey, you're playing football or golf? Is that true?
I was a sports guy growing up, but I actually played football, but my coach in football in high school was the hockey coach. He never wanted me to get hurt, so I had to kick field goals instead of becoming a wide receiver. But if I had a choice, I would have been a wide receiver, which obviously you can see I can do even at 53.
Jeremy, tell us a little bit about what it means to you to be part of an event like this. You're very patriotic. We always do stuff for the frontline workers in the military. They work so hard every day to keep us safe and healthy and happy. Can you please talk to us about what it means to you?
Yeah, it's really emotional. I mean, every time I hear the national anthem, I don't think if you don't get emotional, you don't feel something about that song or about the flag or about the people that are overseas, even the people that are here supporting us and are part of our military. I mean, they talk about athletes being heroes. Athletes aren't heroes. It's the people out there that are risking the ultimate sacrifice to make sure that we can play games like this, that we can do things like a free nation. And it drives me crazy, people trying to take away that freedom, but that's why we have those people in place. And we got to celebrate them as much as we can. Celebrity Sweat does an amazing job to make sure that no matter what part of the military you're in, whether you're active, inactive, or even if you're a military vet that doesn't come back and make sure to take care of their families. And that's what we have to do. That's our duty, and it's a selfless job.
Truly, truly amazing. Talk to us about your whiskey. What do you got going over there?
My whiskey, I'm just happy as heck. Whiskeyinthewild.com. We launched in August. It's a chocolate and chocolate orange whiskey. So whether you're a whiskey lover or not, I will guarantee you will love it. And for all you females out there, I actually did it so my wife would drink whiskey with me. She loves it. You will love it too. But it's definitely something that I think will change the way you feel about whiskey. I'm very, very excited about it. Whiskeyinthewild.com. Make sure you look it up.
Whiskeyinthewild.com. Tom, Eric, back up to you guys.
And well, I'll tell you what, Tom, we had a tight game earlier that was low scoring. You blink, and now it's 22-18.
And quickly up and down the field as Frankie Muniz with the reception.
Yeah, Frankie Muniz was in that Fox sitcom Malcolm in the Middle. So he tried to get in the middle on that route, and RG3 found him. You can see it here, just a little check down. And Frankie with the little shake and bake for some extra yardage.
Well, I'll tell you what, you talk about a big Arizona Cardinals fan. There aren't too many that are bigger than Frankie. He is a huge Cards fan. And there he is again, trying to put the spin moves on T-Mac.
Yeah, the spin doctor there. You got to like that. And in flag football, you have to focus on those flags if you're on the defensive side. And if those hips move, you'll get guys to miss. And he looked like my old boyhood hero, Chuck Foreman, the spin doctor.
From the Vikings,
Yeah.
he was so much fun to
Number
watch.
44.
Those Fran Tarkenton teams, for those of you old enough to remember. And if you're not, Google it.
Yeah, and I still say Chuck Foreman, the best player not in the Hall of Fame.
Pretty good bet. I'd say
he should be in.
Just like Roenick in hockey.
Yes.
That's a good comparison right there. A rifle into the back of the end zone and knocked away by the defense.
I think Tommy wanted to try to get it to KJ Osborne, who was running a deep route in the back of this. Again, it's an elongated end zone. It's not your typical 10-yard end zone. It's 15, but it was deflected. And you can see in this game, Osborne and RG3, they are in sync with the exception of that play, but that's more of a defensive play.
22-18.
Uh-oh.
For team RG3. Griffin looking again. Back of the end zone, knocked away. Great defensive play by Madcap Moss. Is the WWE wrestler on the SmackDown brand.
He is, and he's also a former linebacker at the University of Minnesota, where he's known as Mike Wallace. His brother's an assistant coach with the Philadelphia Eagles, so his bro's going to be over there in Glendale tomorrow at State Farm Stadium. Rumor has it there's a big game tomorrow.
I've heard that.
Here in the Valley.
I've heard that. We've still got to make our pick. Maybe in the second half. I know everybody's just waiting so impatiently to hear what we think about the game.
I'm still gathering data.
That's right. All right, Tracy McGrady. As they take over on offense, great defensive effort by his team. Stellato, another reception. That's 4, and he's still alive. Somebody missed on the tackle over there, and He picks up some nice yardage.
I have a question for you, Tom. So Sean Stellato is a certified agent. Does he negotiate his own deals?
Well, you would think. I mean, who does it better than yourself if you were
Lamar
in that?
Jackson's trying to do that in Baltimore. It's been met with mixed results.
Yeah.
But I think Sean's probably pretty good at it.
You know, he, of course, played in the Arena 2 League. Sean Stellato back in the day, so he knows what he's doing out there. Always finds a way to get open. Going to Sean Marion in the corner. The hometown guy scores the touchdown.
Yeah, how about that? They are jumping in the stands here in the Valley of the Sun. Played in the NBA 1999 to 2015. What longevity. And of course, one of those teams was Phoenix, so they love him. 4-time All-Star.
Look at that great leaping catch for Marion. Won the NBA title, actually with the Dallas Mavericks. That was back in 2011, but 16 years in the NBA. An All-Star 4 times.
That's an association to association hookup there, T-Mac to Sean Marion.
True. And completes the pass. And Quincy Wilson again. And the 2-point conversion is good.
Yeah, and that ball was thrown into traffic. That was a tight window. And you have to give credit to Team T-Mac. As he got that ball in there, he squeezed it in, Tracy McGrady. You're taking another look at it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, good coverage there by Ifeado Melifonwu, the cornerback for the Detroit Lions. That just shows you, Tracy McGrady, I mean, if he throws that ball with not enough mustard, it's a knockdown. Instead, he gets velocity on it, and he gets the extra point.
T-Mac's team leading it 30-18 at the Celebrity Flag Football Challenge.
Celebrity Sweat takes you behind the scenes to see how your favorite celebrities, athletes, and entertainers lead healthy lives.
If you look at all the greats, they all have the same work ethic. We all do things that other people don't want to do.
Do something that you love to do, and that's the best because you're enjoying it.
Follow us on social media for celebrity fitness secrets, high energy workouts, and much more. Go to CelebritySweat.com, get motivated and inspired to jumpstart your workouts and healthy lifestyle today.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
With more than 50 years in the community, Valle del Sol is your one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs. To schedule your behavioral health needs, a primary care visit, to get up to date on your vaccines, and to learn more about the wide range of care we offer, visit valledelsol.com today.
Hey, you on the couch. While you're kicking back, we're turning up. With 300 milligrams of natural caffeine, electrolytes, and BCAAs, we're breaking a sweat and tearing through boundaries. Thanks to Reign. Total body fuel. With zero sugar, it's exactly what you need to get to the next level. Available in a dozen refreshing flavors. Scan, shop, and sip your pick-me-up today.
I am Conor McGregor, multiple weight MMA champion. I'm a fighter and I've been through many battles in the octagon. Many consider my fights in the octagon heroic, but the real-life heroes are those men and women who fight to protect us every day. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support their efforts. Your $11 a month honors and supports our first responders. Please visit tunneltotowers.org or call now at 1-844-BRAVEST.
Certain combinations just don't work in the winter, like skiing in the sand or swimming in the rain. But other things go together seamlessly. Introducing the winter's hottest couple, peanut butter and whiskey. Grab some friends, get cozy, and open up a bottle of Screwball whiskey. Or try our greatest pair yet, Screwball whiskey in a tiny can. The winter combination that just works. Screwball whiskey. Screw it. Let's do it.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
Welcome back. Grand Canyon University in gorgeous Phoenix, the Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. It's a good one so far between Tracy McGrady's team, Robert Griffin III's team, and hey, you got a future football player maybe in the works right there. And these fans are just absolutely
no doubt. And who's he cheering for tomorrow? I wonder who it is.
I think you can tell.
I don't see any green on him, so it's got to be Kansas City. I'm excited about the game, Tom. Kansas City and Philadelphia at State Farm Stadium.
A terrific matchup, great quarterbacks. Of course, Patrick Mahomes, that ankle a little dinged up. We'll see how he does with that. Jalen Hurts on the other side for the Eagles has been so good, and those two wicked defenses on both sides.
Yeah, and Andy Reid against his old team, the Eagles.
Can that guy coach or what?
Oh, he's unbelievable. And I saw a story earlier in the week. Dick Vermeil, who once upon a time coached Kansas City and Philadelphia, refuses to pick a winner. The ultimate politician.
Got to be.
Dick
Oh,
Vermeil.
yeah, absolutely. You don't want to lose allegiance from one side.
Both of those organizations have reunions every year. He wants to be invited back to both.
To both of them, not just one. Not just one. 30-18. T-Mac's team on top with about 7 minutes now left to play in the first half. Robert Griffin III just dumping it off, letting his guy do the work. Yak yards. Yards after catch.
And that's KJ Osborne again, and RG3 is a very smart guy. Hey, if I get the ball in KJ's hands, he's going to catch it 90% of the time, and then there's a chance, as you said, to get that yak, and he did. That was about a 5-yard completion with 15 more tacked on by KJ.
Brings it up towards midfield as KJ gets his flags squared away, a little helped out, a little good sportsmanship from T-Mac on the other side. All right, RG3 checking down, going across the middle and nearly intercepted. Boy, McGrady had eyes on that one the whole time.
I love it. You got a quarterback who plays linebacker on the defensive side of the ball, and that went right through his mitts. And he's got a catch radius, as you might imagine, being a former NBA star. And he's talking to his teammates saying, that's on me.
I'm going to tell you, there aren't too many better athletes all around than Tracy McGrady. He was a pitcher. You talked about that. Oh, obviously an NBA Hall of Famer. He can play a little football out here, too.
Yeah, I really have been impressed with the way he throws a football. The last couple of years I've seen him doing the celebrity game.
RG3. I think he's tired of the dinking and dunking. He wants to go long. And a whistle as he flung one towards the end zone.
Well, that's Levi Wallace. Remember, they hooked up earlier on that home run heave of about 60 yards. But that was good over and under coverage by Team RG3. Josh Richards, one of the guys, making sure that ball was not going to be caught.
So they'll spot it back at the 30-yard line as we tick towards 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. RG3 going to the corner. Osborne's there and makes a spectacular catch.
Yeah, that's a dandy. KJ Osborne high-pointed, and now he's leading the Skol chant, which you see in Minneapolis at Minnesota Viking home games, and a lot of the fans here are doing it in Phoenix. So KJ playing to the fan base here in Arizona. I see some purple in the crowd, so they're probably cheering for Osborne. That's a fabulous catch, but also a tremendous throw by RG3. I mean, he dropped it in there where nobody else could get it but KJ.
Well, Osborne has been spectacular. You know, in that game, which we talked about, that great comeback of the Vikings over the Colts earlier this year, they were down 33. He was huge in that game. 10 receptions, 157 yards. He's the real deal, and the two-point conversion is successful. Dropped right in there to JT Turner. great military man who is a great member of this team, RG3 team.
Now the score shrinks to 30-26. But talking about KJ Osborne, so if you're a defensive coordinator going against Minnesota, you know you want to take Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen and TJ Hawkinson and Dalvin Cook out of the game. That leaves KJ open a lot.
All right, let's throw down to Jake on the field.
All right, guys, I'm here with the legend himself. That's right, Sean Marion. Sean, how you doing today, man?
Good, man. How you doing? This is awesome. We got a great turnout here. It's a great game going on right now. And it's a 4-point game, and we're going to win still.
What do you think we can see from the second half?
You know what? I think we see a lot more scoring. I think it's going to get more exciting. If the wind can calm down, you might see a lot more touchdowns, passes.
What's it like having the Super Bowl in your city, man? This is your town. This is all you. How does it make you feel?
You know what, man? To be here at GCU, man, it's truly special in a way because, when I was here, this was really small. Now to see the campus the way it is awesome. But just to be back to be around some of the Suns fans, this is where I started my career at, man, and it's truly special. Really
Lastly but not least, for all the kids out there that want to be just like you when they grow up, what would your piece of advice be to them?
Never give up, man. You know, it's not as easy as it looks. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice and determination to make it this.
Sean Marion, who is still very beloved in the city of Phoenix.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And remember, the Phoenix Suns were the first ever pro franchise here in the Valley of the Sun. Long before the Cardinals, Diamondbacks, or Coyotes, you had the Suns. They've been around since the 1960s. They have pedigree.
Oh, and that one nearly intercepted across the middle. T-Mac lucky to get that
was
one
RG3.
back.
So we almost had interceptions by both quarterbacks who are also linebackers in this game. RG3 saying, you know, I should have had that ball too. Watch it again, Tom. He just sits there. Everything but make the catch.
Almost too easy.
Yeah, he had the elevation.
McGrady looking long into the end zone. Touchdown, Team T-Mac. And again, Quincy Wilson makes the play.
Yeah, boy, talk about elevation and an acrobatic grab and high pointing the ball by Quincy Wilson. And it was KJ Osborne on the defensive side of the ball trying to make the play, but he couldn't. And Quincy Wilson, that's an excellent catch. And again, a tremendous throw by Tracy McGrady. I mean, that's like throwing the ball into a porthole, Tom. There's just not much room there.
Sure is. Wilson so good at finding the right spot, getting open. And he doesn't drop many either. So right back down the field, McGrady's team leading it by 10. Let's see if they can tack on the 2-point conversion. And the throw is broken up right there at the goal line by Melifonwu.
46 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and again, you touched on it earlier, Tom. A lot of missed opportunities going for the extra point. That's going to add up in this game because, as we've seen in earlier games doing this, you got to make those extra points.
All right, they're trying to beat the clock across the middle. Under 30 seconds left. It's Melifonwu taking the pass from RG3, trying to race down the field to score. Remember, it's a running clock. There is no stoppage. To the end zone. Caught.
Roenick.
And it's Roenick again. Incredible.
And he caught that one in traffic. He got jarred a bit after he made the catch. And it's the Lambeau Leap in Phoenix.
How great is that? The GCU fans, who are unlike any other at any college in America, eating that up. Look at Roenick's ability to find the end zone.
RG3 throws the laser. Roenick makes the catch in traffic. We saw the somersault from Roenick. Yep. Now you get the Lambeau Leap. I mean, this guy's he's definitely a multi-sport individual.
He sure is. We've got a few of them out here. So unbelievable effort. 2 plays, Team RG3 down the field to score to beat the buzzer. And the conversion is successful. It's Boyd.
Yeah, that's Deniji Boyd, one of our military members. So what a thrill for him to run that route in the middle, sit there, catch the ball from RG3, who has deep respect for the military.
2-point game. T-Mac's team 36-34 over team RGIII. Griffin to Roenick, and we've got a good one in Phoenix.
To kick off our halftime, put your hands together.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
I know we aren't forgotten. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't just get wounded, heal up enough to get discharged from the hospital and disappear into the ether, you know what I mean, a forgotten memory. The Semper Fi Fund Americas Fund comes to the table with what is it going to take? What is it that's going to help you stand back up? That has kept me floating during the darkest times of my recent years, and I'm forever eternally grateful.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Welcome back to the 2023 Celebrity Sweat Flag Football Challenge from Grand Canyon University. We've got a good one between Team T-Mac and Team RG3, a 36-34 game. Talking Stick Resort, the official hotel partner of the 23rd annual Celebrity Flag Football Game. Also, our sponsor, thanks to Pepsi. To Reign, the official energy drink partner of Celebrity Sweat. Grab a can today and fuel your workout. Amazon is assisting and empowering local Arizona communities as a sponsor of the 2023 Celebrity Flag Football Game. Work hard, have fun, make history. Grand Canyon University, the proud host of this year's Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. And Celebrity Sweat, supporting military members and first responders, and your one-stop shop for everything celebrity health and wellness. Go to celebritysweat.com for more. We're jamming out at halftime. We're live in Phoenix.
That's hot.
Fresh grilled. That's hot. Mesquite Fresh Street Mex, where authentic meets modern. Visit us today at one of our Valley-wide locations.
I know we aren't forgotten. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't just get wounded, heal up enough to get discharged from the hospital and disappear into the ether, you know what I mean, a forgotten memory. The Semper Fi Fund Americas Fund comes to the table with what is it going to take? What is it that's going to help you stand back up? That has kept me floating during the darkest times of my recent years, and I'm forever eternally grateful.
Celebrity Sweat takes you behind the scenes to see how your favorite celebrities, athletes, and entertainers lead healthy lives.
If you look at all the greats, they all have the same work ethic. We all do things that other people don't want to do.
Do something that you love to do, and that's the best because you're enjoying it.
Follow us on social media for celebrity fitness secrets, high-energy workouts, and much more. Go to CelebritySweat.com, get motivated and inspired to jumpstart your workouts and healthy lifestyle today.
Charles Keating IV was a fearless warrior who saved countless lives as a Navy SEAL in Iraq. He shined as a leader, always using his powers to inspire those around him, both in the battlefield and at home, as a friend, brother, son, and husband. Family meant the world to Charlie. This is why we started the C4 Foundation, to preserve his legacy, giving back to the community that meant so much to him, and that he sacrificed his life protecting. To learn more about our mission, please visit c4foundation.org.
Hey, you on the couch. While you're kicking back, we're turning up. With 300 milligrams of natural caffeine, electrolytes, and BCAAs, we're breaking a sweat and tearing through boundaries. Thanks to Rain. Total body fuel. With zero sugar, it's exactly what you need to get to the next level. Available in a dozen refreshing flavors. Scan, shop, and sip your pick-me-up today.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
The 2023 Celebrity Flag Football Challenge from Phoenix, Arizona, coming in from high above the U.S. Navy parachute team. And so excited to have them, as always, our military presence, a big piece of this game every single year. Let's head down to the field. He's always busy, Jake Newlander.
One and only. That's right, Hannibal Burris. Hannibal, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right, brother. Listen here, we're going into the second half. Team McGrady, we're up 2 right now. RG3, we're not scoring anything in the second half. I guarantee that we're shutting it down for the second half in this flag football game here. GCU, crowd is packed, energy's good, sun is shining.
Hannibal Burris.
And, we're going to take home the W, man.
Let me ask you this. We're here for the Super Bowl weekend. We got the Eagles, we got the Chiefs. Who do you have winning, man?
Eagles in 6. Eagles in 6.
Eagles in 6. Now, Hannibal, for everybody out there that wants to be just like you when they grow up and be exactly the way you are, tell us a little bit.
Don't be exactly like me.
What advice would you give to them just to grow?
It's chaotic. But I would say, pursue the things you want to do and do things you enjoy and to make the time fly by without you noticing it. If you got something you like to do and the time flies by, then keep doing that. Those are the best activities. When you don't, you can just, immerse yourself in something and float through it, then those are things you should, direct your energy to when you can.
Let it flow. You heard it right here from Hannibal. Guys, back up to you.
Jake, thank you. Hannibal Burris predicting the Eagles in 6. I think he's got the, I didn't know we were doing best 4 out of 7 in the Super Bowl.
He's thinking of the Phillies.
Stay with us. We've got the second half straight ahead from the 2023 Celebrity Flag Football Challenge live in Phoenix.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
I am Conor McGregor, multiple weight MMA champion. I'm a fighter and I've been through many battles in the octagon. Many consider my fights in the octagon heroic, but the real life heroes are those men and women who fight to protect us every day. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support their efforts. Your $11 a month honors and supports our first responders. Please visit tunneltotowers.org or call now at 1-844-BRAVEST.
Game day. A minute to the kick. And it's not a kickoff without Dave on the door. What's up, Dave? It's not a kickoff without Manny's or Mickey's packed and shoulder to shoulder. Without Scatino's famous ziti. So raise your glass and kick off a crown. Join us and we'll donate to the small places that make game day big.
Tillman Scholars are veterans and military spouses who serve their country, and they're not done yet.
My vision is to end the forced labor and human trafficking of children by further exposing the factors that cause it.
My mission is to help underserved and underrepresented students pursue higher education.
They're changing the world and making an impact from the classroom to the boardroom and every room in between.
Celebrity Sweat takes you behind the scenes to see how your favorite celebrities, athletes, and entertainers lead healthy lives.
If you look at all the greats, they all have the same work ethic. We all do things that other people don't want to do.
Do something that you love to do, and that's the best because you're enjoying it.
Follow us on social media for celebrity fitness secrets, high-energy workouts, and much more. Go to CelebritySweat.com, get motivated and inspired to jumpstart your workouts and healthy lifestyle today.
Welcome back, the gorgeous Arizona desert on a Saturday afternoon, Super Bowl weekend, the 2023 Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. Robert Griffin III and Tracy McGrady dueling here at Grand Canyon University. And take a look, Eric, at some of the highlights from the first half, and it was up and down and back and forth all the way. Robert Griffin III got us marching early.
Yeah, we're seeing cartoon-like numbers by both offenses. RG3, great synergy with KJ Osborne of the Minnesota Vikings. They've been able to team up. And then KJ with the gritty. That's what Justin Jefferson does, the NFL Offensive Player of the Year, his teammate with the purple.
Yeah, a little paying some homage to his buddy. McGrady down at the other end, finding Sean Stellato, the old standby receiver, always making lots of catches every year in this game.
The ability and the knack to find the open spot, and then Tracy McGrady, who's got a bazooka for an arm, threw that ball right in there. Watch this one.
Sure does.
A home run heave, Tom.
All the way down the field and into the end zone for the touchdown, at least 60 yards in the air.
I'm telling you what, T-Mac can air it out, and that ball had arc, allowing Quincy to run under it and make a fabulous catch. That is what you call excellence on both ends.
That former Florida Gator, Quincy Wilson, with the big score. A little chest bump right there with Sean Stellato. And then, well, you got to make those conversions. That may be the difference in this game. He completes that one. Billy Blanks, the Tybo creator.
Yeah, I mean, he's played a lot in this game, as you touched on earlier. He's always in great shape, as we know him. But then there's Jeremy Roenick, one of the great stories of the first half. A hockey player doing somersaults on grass, and later he did a Lambeau leap after his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, he has been incredible. Always keeps the fans happy. A little lob into the end zone and a touchdown as McGrady trying to keep his team in front, and they led most of the way in this game.
That's
Quincy
the other
Wilson
Quincy,
again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just saying this because we were in Malibu a year ago and saw T-Mac throw the football, but he's got touch, he's got velocity, and he's got the ability to be accurate, and he can air it out. I mean, you saw that one there. It was in traffic. He can play quarterback.
And a great pass and catch. Sean Marion, the former Phoenix Sun, able to convert.
Yeah, I think Kevin Durant liked that one, right? The newest Sun.
Hey, he could be a future player in this game.
Yes, he could.
RG3, though, he doesn't like the short passes. He's like going all the way into the end zone to Osborne again.
Yeah, that was the pump and go. And then now Ronick again, and here's the punctuation mark. Okay, what do I do here? Well, let's take that leap into the stands. You didn't see it there on the replay, but he jumped in, and just a festive scene here as autographs, taking selfies.
It's Josh Richards right there. The influencer, 26 million followers on TikTok. He's kind of a big deal.
And then there's our crew that orchestrates when we come back from timeouts. Ava and Kayla, a big shout out to them.
Doing a great job down there as always at making this whole game happen. And we've got one more half of football in a very close game. T-Mac's team on top 36-34. You know that the scoring isn't going to slow down in this second half.
This is probably going to have a final score more resembling the NBA than the NFL. We already have an NBA-type score here through one half, so it's going to continue. You said it earlier, the team that makes the last stop or has the ball last, that's probably where this thing will come down to. So we haven't seen any turnovers, though. That can also be the tipping point one way or the other. Who's going to make that pick? Maybe even a pick six to the house.
Well, we've been close a couple of times, and it was both of the quarterbacks that nearly intercepted the other. T-Mac nearly picked off RG3 and vice versa in that first half, so that could be a big factor in the second half of this game.
And T-Mac are both middle linebackers on the respective defenses. So again, purple would be Team T-Mac, if you're just tuning in, and then orange, Team RG3, and there he is, Robert Griffin III, and we're underway, Tom.
Such a high-scoring game, usually in the 70s, possibly the 80s, and we nearly had that INT right there. I have a dream that one day somebody is going to hit triple digits, hit the century mark in this game. I don't know if it's going to happen today, but don't ever rule that out. That could happen one of these days.
No, we're not on pace to that, but I think you're right. It may happen, especially with the emphasis on offense in all levels of football. No, I'm a defensive guy. Yeah. I want to see a turnover, Tom. Somebody make a play.
As they drop it off to Quincy Wilson. And it looked like Nikki Bella with the big tackle right there. And there is, she's one of the first ladies of Celebrity Sweat. She and her sister Bree, dating back almost 10 years, their first appearance back then at this game.
She's the host of Barmageddon. She's from San Diego. And she was able to yank that flag while the receiver tried to elevate. So that was good eye coordination on that one, getting the flag pulled.
No doubt about it. Hey, but if you need a completion, who do you go to? That guy, Sean Stellato. He's already had 5 catches in this game.
Yeah, he's secret agent man out here. He's an agent in real life, and people sometimes sleep on him. But you can see he still stays in great shape. He's lined up as a slot guy, and he's going down the seam right now.
Always finds a way to get open.
There he is.
There he is. That pass a little too tall, though.
Yeah, he had to leap up for it. Now, I don't know if it's those ski shades he's wearing or what, but he couldn't locate that one. They'll come back and regroup.
He's a slot receiver, as you said, and Arena 2, NFL agent, motivational speaker. He's got some books out there. And McGrady to the near sideline, caught, and a touchdown for Team T-Mac, and it's Levi Wallace once again.
Yeah, that combination has been clicking. If I were to compare Tracy McGrady to anybody, it would be Byron Leftwich when he played for Jacksonville. Big, long wind-up, and you saw the pump fake there. Now, we don't have a pass rush, but he surveyed, and he found Levi wide open. T-Mac, it takes him a while to get that throw off, but when he does, it's usually spot on.
Two-time NBA scoring champion, Tracy McGrady. Incredible years, of course, with the Magic and the Rockets. He was drafted right out of high school. One of those guys who bypassed college, and it's Sean Stellato with another touchdown.
Yeah, he was from Bartow, Florida. I know you're a Sunshine State guy, and 7-time NBA All-Star, and just somebody we've been able to watch the last few years, and we've been impressed.
All right, let's kick it down to Jake Newlander.
Hey, thanks, Tom. I'm here with the man himself, Titus O'Neil. Titus, how's it going, bro?
It's going great. It's a beautiful day out, and honestly, I've done this for the last few years. This might be the best one yet.
Oh, that's nice of you to say. I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
Into it. We got a lot of people out here. You know, we're able to support a lot of military families through this event, and I'm very honored to be able to not only represent WWE, but also just to come out here and have a good time, see some of the other celebrities and athletes join their hands to have a good time and put on a show.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things we love most about the event is that there's a big family atmosphere. Yeah. What does it mean to you to have kids watching that are growing up, want to be just like you?
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, in WWE we talk about, you know, our motto. Our motto is to put smiles on people's faces, and those people are from ages, you know, infant to infinity, and to be able to come out here and see so many families enjoying this game and them knowing the story behind the game, definitely special. You know, my kids have experienced this game as well.
Tom, Eric, back to you guys.
Jake, thank you. No better guy in this game than Titus O'Neil. You know, he overcame a challenging childhood, now incredibly philanthropic, played football for the Gators and in the Arena League as well.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Not only, you know, what he's done in the arena, but you heard him talk about, you know, connecting with young kids and, you know, bringing people together. And I think it's just a great message by Titus O'Neil. And we saw that last throw there by RG3, unable to haul it in, the receiver on the backside. So it's a wild game, 44-34, and we're not done yet.
We're not. What we've seen in the past, Eric, though, with Tracy McGrady's team, is that his team has come alive in the second half, but the touchdown completion from RG3 to the end zone, and they needed that one.
That's KJ Osborne again. So he got to the back of the end zone, and then he just turned around. There was nobody near him. Look, if I was coaching right now on the other side of the ball, trying to guard, you know, RG3's team, I would be doubling KJ Osborne, because you talk about connection. RG3 and KJ, now that's 3 touchdown hookups.
The conversion, and just through the hands of Josh Richards and incomplete.
And you don't think, Tom, that KJ Osborne, and somebody wants a flag.
Tracy McGrady's like, what, me? Yeah. What, me? No way.
But KJ Osborne is a Michigan guy. He's from Ypsilanti. He plays for the Minnesota Vikings. I know he went to college at Miami, but you don't think he's happy to be out here in this wonderful weather, this gold nugget day in Arizona?
He's got to love it. So 44-40, Tracy McGrady playing with the lead right here as he goes for the three-peat in this event. And McGrady airing it out down the sidelines and just beyond the reach of his intended receiver.
And that's another throw of 55 to 60 yards, and unable to run under it was his wideout. And I'll tell you what, Tracy McGrady has no problem throwing that home run ball. And I think that ball, he wanted it, looked like Quincy Wilson. We'll take another look, Tom. Again, he knew it was the go route by Quincy. He's got his man beat, and he overthrew him by maybe a yard. Quincy thinks he should have got it.
He could have had it. He's made some big catches, though, so far in this ball game. And this time going underneath, and he turned to run upfield with it before he had secured the pass.
Yeah, I think that's Roscoe Dash, who's a hip hop and rap star, and he wanted to, make the play and sing his way to the end zone. But you got to catch that ball first. You can't go anywhere without the ball.
He's got that great song, "All the Way, Turn Up."
Yeah,
Roscoe Dash.
He wanted to turn up the field.
He did, a little too quickly, and a completion across the middle.
With the catch.
And that's what you call, again, squeezing that ball into the tight window. Yeah, that's Quincy Wilson on the catch. So outstanding throw by T-Mac. And what I like is he's got the touch you need as a quarterback. When he has to zip it in there, he does. When he has to put a float or an arc on it, he can. And he can also have, the pass that's not going to break your hands.
Willie Galt with the reception over the middle. And let's check in down on the field with Jake Newlander.
Hey, thanks, Tom. I'm here with the beautiful Bella twins. Hi, guys. How you feeling today?
Great. Oh, my gosh. I just got a sack on the field. I'm feeling glorious. It's actually the only time I've clapped for your team. I was very proud of you, sister.
You guys are an incredible dynamic duo. How has your time in Phoenix been thus far?
Oh, my gosh. Absolutely amazing. Everyone is bringing the incredible energy here to Arizona. There's so many fun events. Not only do we have Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles, we have waste management. There's just so much going on.
Yes. And beautiful weather, the one reason why we love Arizona at this time of year. And we went to some of our favorite spots already. La Grande Orange for iced coffee. We got some food at Chestnut. We've been to the Henrys, so we love Arizona.
That's amazing. What does it mean to you guys to be part of an event like this, supporting our heroes?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, it's why we get to wake up and go to bed feeling safe. And so it's any way we can honor our heroes is, what we love to do.
She's exactly right. So it's always nice to come out and just show your support the way they support us.
Absolutely. Don't miss the Bella twins. We're finished up the second half here, guys. Tom, Eric, back to you.
Jake, Nikki, Bree, thank you. They're from nearby Scottsdale, Arizona. Former Divas champions, part of the Bella twins.
And there's some more points for T-Mac. Willie Galt got that one.
He sure did.
Sat there in the soft spot, and they had the connection for the score. Willie Galt, you talk about greatest single-season teams in NFL history, the 85 Bears, who lost just once. That was to Miami on a Monday night. They won the Super Bowl. They pummeled New England in Super Bowl 20. They're in the conversation.
Oh, there's no question about that. They are near the top of the conversation, and the completion to Wilson is good.
And they are up to 52 points, Team T-Mac. That three-peat, it's in their sights, but there's still a lot of time left. We're right around 19:25 to go. So this is like a video game, man. It's just back and forth. It's a ping pong match.
Hey, listen, that's why it's always so fun to be a part of this game every single year. It is nonstop action. By the way, back to the Bella twins, there's a lot of Hall of Famers out here in their different fields and sports. They are as well WWE Hall of Famers.
And twins. That's
twins,
what's cool about it. They both have been able to, they've taken similar paths, yet different paths, but they've achieved.
Bree, by the way, huge Eagles fan.
Uh-oh.
So she's going to be a little nervous tomorrow as her Philly Eagles take on Kansas City.
Cue up, fly, Eagles, fly.
There you
for
go.
Bree. And she's got to be a little nervous. If you're a Philadelphia fan and the Eagles don't win, in a span of a few months, you've watched the Phillies lose the World Series, the Union lose the MLS Cup to LAFC, and the Eagles would go down to Casey. That would be 3 major defeats.
Well, maybe the Eagles can supply a little redemption for the city.
That's
Look
the
at
goal.
Robert Griffin to the end zone. Oh, and it was right there for KJ Osborne. Maybe he's going to say, I lost it in the sun.
I don't think there's any doubt he put up his hand to try to shield the sun like a baseball player would with his glove. You'll see it here. RGIII with that arc on the ball. KJ's got his defender beat. Watch the left hand go up.
Yep.
And he says, I can't see it. You can't catch what you can't see. And here in the Valley of the Sun, sometimes the ball does hit the sun.
Yeah. All right, Jake Newlander, always busy down there. What you got, partner?
Yeah, Tom, I got the highlight, man. Justin Gaethje, how's it going?
I'm great, man. Just having a good time. We're leading right now, halfway through the second half, so it's looking good.
Now, you're used to being in the octagon, but talk about for a second, you're an all-around athlete, man. What's your favorite other sport?
Football was my favorite sport by far. It's so fast, and I just got mossed out there, so I'm a little embarrassed.
No worries, though. We're just here to have a good time, man. What's it like knowing you have kids, you have families, watching you, people that want to be just like you when they grow up? Can you give a little bit of advice to them back home right now?
Yeah, I mean, we're all from somewhere. I'm from a really small place. You might be from a really big place, but all that matters is your individual choices each and every day. We can be whatever we want, but we got to dedicate our life from day one and do it every day.
Do good, be good, and you'll be great. You heard it here from the highlight. Guys, back up to you.
Justin Gaethje, he's an Arizona guy from Safford, but meanwhile, Melifonwu catching the touchdown pass from Robert Griffin III.
Yeah, now they're going for that deuce again. They're not going to get it as Osborne ran the out route, but the throw off target. We'll take a look at that touchdown. And let's give some props to Melifonwu. And he's got the shake and the bake, and this is more him.
He never gave up on it.
No, he did not. And how about the Detroit Lions? They are trending up. They had a great finish. They just missed the playoffs.
Yep.
That's his team, Detroit. I'm going to be real curious next year to see if they take that next step under Dan Campbell.
You know, a lot of Lions fans are waiting for that out there. Are you kidding me?
The hunger in the Motor City and the entire, what I call pure Michigan existence up there in the north, they are eager to see that team win.
Little short pass this time from McGrady. Complete up towards midfield.
And then again, another good chunk of yardage. That was on the catch, Levi Wallace, and he's been a factor in this game. McGrady and Levi Wallace have hooked up for about 4 or 5 pass completions because T-Mac knows that score's getting close again. The window is tightening up.
52-46. Nearly to the midway point here in the second half. A little more than 15 minutes left. To the end zone, McGrady caught for the touchdown. And it's Quincy Wilson again.
Yeah.
Now, how many is that? Is that 3, I think, touchdown
yeah,
catches?
You're right. And Quincy ran that post route, so he goes down the center of the field, then he breaks to what they would call the goalpost if we had him here. We don't. And he got past the final level. Great throw, excellent catch. You high point the ball. And you know we got these longer end zones, and these quarterbacks know that. It gives you more real estate to work with, Tom.
So the 2-point conversion is good. Into the corner, complete, and that'll make it 60-46.
Yeah, Levi Wallace, I believe, on that catch as he round down the far sideline. And so with 60 points on the board for Team T-Mac, 46 for Team RG3. And the guys in the orange have been playing catch-up all day. They just need a defensive stop. It's been tough to come by today.
Well, Celebrity Sweat is the #1 celebrity-based lifestyle show, currently in its 8th season, available on your favorite streaming platforms. Exclusive segments on the Celebrity Sweat YouTube channel. And, of course, you can scan that QR code. And complete.
Yeah, that was JT
Turner. That's right.
He's one of the military members in this game, so that's definitely a thrill for him to catch a football from RG3. I talked about it earlier in the broadcast. You know, RG3 with his father, a military guy, so he has deep respect for the folks serving the nation.
Oh, and the play's still alive, getting it back to Robert Griffin. And he runs towards the end zone, and he's in there for the touchdown. Doing it himself.
And he is amped up. So Doug Flutie ran that hook route. He got the ball to Doug, then it was the hook and ladder, get it back to RG3, and he did the rest. And that was a lot of shake and bake from RG3. That was really what it was like when he was starring at Baylor and in the NFL for a couple seasons.
Doug Flutie, and quiet. Good to see him getting into the act as they draw back to within 1 score.
20 years for Doug Flutie in this game as they miss on the extra point. 20 years. I think he's the most hyper-competitive guy I've seen in our broadcast.
No doubt about it. Jake Newlander with Billy Blanks.
Yes, that's right, Tom. The one and only Billy Blanks. Billy, you've been in this game for over 20 years, man. Talk about how easy that is to do.
Well, you know, it's really truly been a blessing to be here to be inspired and also inspire people. You know, the troops, it's awesome to have them here. It's just so awesome to be out here with all these athletes and people. It's just truly a blessing, man. 23rd year.
23rd year. Guys, Billy's in his 60s, and he looks like he's in his 20s. Billy, talk about how you keep yourself in such great shape year-round.
I think one of the most important things to me, I'm always doing my cardio. I like to lift weights. I like to do everything that's going to give me the opportunity to be my best, you know, make me happy. I love working out because why? It inspires other people, and when it inspires other people, it inspires me to keep myself in good shape. So being 67 and doing the things that I'm doing right now, truly a blessing, man.
To the one person sitting on the couch right now that needs a little bit of an extra push and a little motivation to get off that couch, what would you say to them?
I would tell you, just remember, you have the power to make a choice. And a good choice is this, right? You have so much power, you can make a choice not to do anything. That's how powerful your words are. So if I could tell you anything, I would say, get up off the couch, challenge yourself to be the best. There's nothing hard. Everything is just a challenge. Take it as a challenge, watch and see the things you'll do with your life.
You heard it right here from Billy Blanks. Guys, Tom, Eric, back up to y'all.
Jake, thank you. I do want to say, great advice from Billy Blanks, but don't get up off the couch until this game is over. Then you can do it.
That's very well put, Tom. In fact, when the game is over and you leave your man cave, go for a walk, maybe a jog, a bike ride. We have a wonderful weather day here in Arizona.
Absolutely.
But watch the end of this one, because it's not over yet. It's just an 8-point game, 60-52.
As we tick under 11 minutes left to play. Celebrity Sweat, of course, again, the #1 celebrity-based lifestyle show in its 8th season, available on your favorite streaming platforms with exclusive segments on the Celebrity Sweat YouTube channel. And you saw that QR code, just scan that, pop up Celebrity Sweat QR code.
Yeah, good day to sweat, no doubt about it, and these athletes and entertainers are doing that. There's the double pump fake, Tom.
Oh, and right there near the goal line, did he get in there? I think he just is stopped short.
Here we are with the Bella Twins, guys. Make some noise.
Yeah, I think that's Levi Wallace, who believes he got the ball across the plane, but the officiating crew says no, so they're going to go into their goal line look.
So they are knocking on the door at the 1-yard line. McGrady trying to extend that lead. Oh, the little shovel pass. Tricky move, and that's good for the touchdown.
That's the ode to Patrick Mahomes, right? He's just got the ball and just flips it in there with the shovel, and they get the score. Now they'll go for the extra point. And, of course, it'll be Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts playing tomorrow at State Farm Stadium, Super Bowl 57, KC in Philadelphia.
It's going to be a good one. That is for certain. Two great defenses, great quarterbacks. There's just talent all over the place. Both teams 16-3.
Yeah.
Terrific seasons, and the 2-point conversion is good.
And what I like, if you're, and you heard Billy Blanks talk about it, you have the power to make choices. You think about Jalen Hurts when he gets benched in a national championship game playing for Alabama. Then he has to transfer to Oklahoma. And then he goes to Philadelphia, and people wondered what he would do. Well, he's taken the Eagles to a Super Bowl.
All right, Jake Newlander, we're going to check in with him again on the sidelines.
Thanks, Tom. Yep, I'm here with the incredibly talented Potash Twins. Guys, how we doing out here?
Amazing. Thank you so much for having us. I'm leaving it all on the field right now, so I'm a little out of breath still, but I'm slowly getting my energy back. You made like 3 plays, dude. Don't even pretend like you're out of breath. I'm leaving it all on the field. That's all I can say.
How incredibly challenging is it to do what you guys do as musicians? It's very tough. There's a lot of people watching you. There's a lot of pressure. What's going through your head, and how do you control yourself?
Nothing's going through our heads. Literally nothing. We don't have an IQ of anything. But just like sports, it's like another discipline. Yeah. Just making sure you do the same thing every day and improving yourself day by day. And kind of when you get on stage, it's like your safe space. Like you're really in the zone, and you kind of just tune everything out, and you just focus on the thing that's in front of you. And especially for what we do with being horn players and playing trumpet and trombone, we've been playing them for so long. It's like getting back on a field if you're an athlete. Like we know our turf and we know how we play. And what he's trying to say is we work out, just in our own way.
How did you guys know you wanted to become musicians? Did it start at a young age?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I think I knew before you. Really? I think you just copied me. I think I went into the game, and then you were like, oh, he's doing something. I got to do something too. This is not even true. I picked the trumpet first, and I think you went through 4 or 5 instruments before you actually ended up on the trombone. So I mean, no one says you have to get it right the first time, as long as you're good in the end. That's how I see it.
As long as you get it at the end, that's all that matters. Speaking of the ending, we're almost there, guys. What's going to happen at the end of this game?
Well, my team's going to win. Tracy McGrady team, we are going to come out with a dub with this 3-peat that he really wants. See, RGIII and I have a secret plan to kind of take back the game, and it hasn't even gone into effect yet. Secret plan to fight inflation? Or? It is. It's the secret plan to fight inflation and win the Celebrity Sweat game. So, I can't really divulge the secrets. But
let's see what happens, y'all. Guys, you heard it here from the Potash Twins. Tom, Eric, back up to you.
I could listen to them all day. Ez and D Potash, they're one of Hollywood's go-tos when it comes to a horn section. They have a Food Network show. I mean, they do it all, those guys.
Yeah, they're known as the Takeout Twins. So we have Bree and Bella, right? We have the grappling twins, the WWE twins. And now you have the Takeout Twins.
That's right. The touchdown from RG3 and Ryan Smith a moment ago as they keep it close here in Phoenix, the Celebrity Sweat Flag Football Challenge.
With more than 50 years in the community, Valle del Sol is your one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs. To schedule your behavioral health needs, a primary care visit, to get up to date on your vaccines, and to learn more about the wide range of care we offer, visit valledelsol.com today.
I know we aren't forgotten, you know what I mean? Like I didn't just get wounded, heal up enough to get discharged from the hospital and disappear into the ether, you know what I mean, a forgotten memory. The Semper Fi Fund Americas Fund comes to the table with what is it going to take? What is it that's going to help you stand back up? That has kept me floating during the darkest times of my recent years, and I'm forever eternally grateful.
The Pat Tillman Foundation supports veterans and military spouses with scholarships and leadership development as they carry on Pat Tillman's legacy of service beyond self. Join the Tillman Scholars Program. Applications close February 28th. Learn more at apply.ptf.org.
Certain combinations just don't work in the winter, like skiing in the sand or swimming in the rain. But other things go together seamlessly. Introducing the winter's hottest couple, peanut butter and whiskey. Grab some friends, get cozy, and open up a bottle of Screwball whiskey. Or try our greatest pair yet, Screwball whiskey in a tiny can. The winter combination that just works. Screwball whiskey. Screw it. Let's do it.
Celebrity Sweat takes you behind the scenes to see how your favorite celebrities, athletes, and entertainers lead healthy lives.
If you look at all the greats, they all have the same work ethic. We all do things that other people don't want to do.
Do something that you love to do, and that's the best because you're enjoying it.
Follow us on social media for celebrity fitness secrets, high energy workouts, and much more. Go to CelebritySweat.com, get motivated and inspired to jumpstart your workouts and healthy lifestyle today.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
Back for the stretch run here in the second half at the Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. Team T-Mac on top, 68-58. Big Phoenix Suns fans right there as Robert Griffin III, the clock's ticking on his chances to lead his team back.
Yeah, and we know that Tracy McGrady, T-Mac, desperately wants that three-peat. So can RG3 mount the comeback? We're going to find out here. Glad you're along for the ride on this sun splash day, Tom. I'll tell you what, we couldn't ask for better settings and conditions than what we have here at GCU.
Temps in the 70s as RG3 to the end zone. Melifonwu with the touchdown catch.
And I like that he's a cornerback for the Lions, but he played wide out there, squeezed that football, made the grab, collegiately played at Syracuse. One more look.
Yeah, he's wide open. Big conversion coming up right here for RG3 as we hit the 6-minute mark in this game. And no matter what happens with this conversion, they got the touchdown. But the one thing that they are going to have to get on defense is a stop.
A stop or a turnover.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen a turnover yet today. No interceptions on either side. That's probably the only hope for Team RG3. The clock is ticking.
68-60. McGrady, he can taste that three-peat, just minutes away from it. Pass complete far side, up across the 30. And is that a touchdown? I don't know if the flag came off or not.
We just got the signal by one of the officials.
So if all the flags are still there, that's a touchdown.
It's interesting, the touchdown was made by the official on the near sideline who was furthest away from that play, Tom. So now they're going to place the ball at the 10. Score has changed, so this is an extra point try, so we got in. Is this one of those ringers?
Yeah, without a jersey.
Yeah. Mystery man to the house.
He's done that a couple of times.
Yes. I'll tell you what, he looks like a ball player.
He sure does. 74-60. McGrady trying to put this thing out of reach. Still a lot of time left, though. Throws, it's caught, but the whistle, I think, sounded right before that completion. So we'll see what that's all about.
Well, there's no pass rush in this game. So there's like a clock that you have to get the ball off in a certain amount of time.
All right, Jake, what do you have?
Yes, Tom. Rob Riggle, how's it going, man?
Going great, going great. The scoreboard's telling a wonderful story. 74-60, good guys. So we're having a good time.
Most people know you as an actor, but did they know you're a full-on athlete, man?
Full-on athlete. God bless you, really. Thank you for that. I needed that little shot of confidence. That was good.
What do you think is going to happen at the end of this game?
Oh, there's some controversy going on out here. No, you don't have any flags. Sorry, guys. If you don't keep your eye on the game, that scoreboard changes real fast. So.
Rob, tell us a little bit about the cause about being here today. We're here for a great cause, the military, the first responders. I know it's an extra special meaning to you. Can you talk about that for a quick second?
Yeah, listen, I any chance I personally have or a chance to be part of something that supports our first responders and our military, you can count me in. I'm a veteran myself, and I understand what we ask of our first responders and our veterans. And we ask them to basically sign a blank check with their life and limb, and they put it on the line for us every single day. So I can't express my gratitude enough. So any chance I have to come out and help, I try to do it.
To everyone out there putting their life on the line every single day, thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. Guys, back up to you.
All right, Mr. Riggle, the captain of the team for Team T-Mac.
Yeah, he's been on Comedy Central, Saturday Night Live, went to Kansas. He's a Jayhawk.
And to the end zone, caught by Doug Flutie for the touchdown.
Well, we're used to seeing Doug Flutie play quarterback in this celebrity sweat flag football game, but now he's given that up to RG3, and here he is, a wideout making the play. Doug Flutie.
The wideout. Who can ever forget the incredible Hail Mary Thanksgiving weekend in 1984 with Boston College in that epic over Miami.
Yeah, and Doug Flutie, his entire career has beaten the odds. He's been told every step of the way, you're too small, you can't do it. He's a legend in Canada with all those Grey Cups that he was able to rack up there. And, of course, he had plenty of success in the NFL as well.
74-68, we're under 2 minutes left. Again, going to have to be a big defensive play, I think, right now.
Yeah.
For Team RG3 to hope to have a chance to steal this game away from T-Mac, who is on the verge of a three-peat.
I think they're playing this basically chew-up clock offense. Just check down throws, make the catch, stay in bounds, watch the clock tick as we're now at the 120 mark.
Old Kansas City Chiefs fan looking on right there. McGrady complete over the middle. Willie Galt has been busy out there this afternoon.
Yeah, and it's funny that Willie Galt, with all the speed he had back in the day, I mean, we're talking warp speed. Now as, Father Time catches up with all of us, he's been more of a check down guy in this game. But one thing he's got still, the hands. He can make the grab. He played with the legendary Walter Payton and, Richard Dent and Mike Singletary and that group. Buddy Ryan, Mike Ditka. What a unit that was.
Well, it was obviously among the great and most talented teams of all time, but the characters
I was just gonna say,
on that team as well. The fridge, I mean, it never ends.
Yeah, the Super Bowl shuffle. The only Super Bowl I've seen where the coach and the defensive coordinator both got carried off.
All right, so, there's still a chance here for Team RG3. They added some time back on the clock. It had been running at the wrong time, so a little more time to play in this game as we start the clock from 4 minutes now. So it's not quite over yet.
In soccer, we call this extra time.
That's right.
So I guess that's what we have. And so maybe that changes the mindset of how Team T-Mac now approaches this offensive series. Yeah, you still want to chew up the clock, but you also need a score, because if you give it up, then suddenly RG3's team will have a chance to do something special in the end.
And you see, of course, on your screen, the lower third, Talking Stick Resort, the great official hotel partner of the 23rd annual Celebrity Flag Football Game. Pass complete to Levi Wallace, chewing up some yards.
Yeah, and again, they want to chew up yards and chew up clock time as we get down to right around 3:10 to go. So they're not in any hurry to line up. They're basically, it's very methodical here. And somehow Team RG3 has to force the issue, Tom. Maybe you try to jump a route or whatever. You've got to come up with the ball.
3 minutes left. McGrady takes his time, throws off the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, that may have been Quincy Wilson. He sat there at the goal line, and that was one of those fastballs that it was there. I don't know if Wilson expected the velocity on that throw that he got.
Might have been Willie Galt, actually.
Well, they were both sitting at the goal line,
yeah.
So it was either one of those.
Grady. Sean Stellato with the touchdown. Telling you, one of the most unsung heroes year in and year out in this game, and he gets into the act with a Lambeau leap.
Yeah, good for Sean. He's probably right now thinking, I've got to renegotiate the deal I signed for myself, because he is an agent.
He sure is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been outstanding today. You mentioned that early on. He's a great route runner. He's athletic, and that might be the icing on the cake.
He's the quintessential slot receiver, and he makes the plays. The extra point incomplete towards the corner, so it's 80-68. My dream of maybe seeing somebody hit the century mark, probably not going to happen here. Close. A lot of points, and we love that.
Yeah, it has been video game flag football, and boy, everybody here with smiles on their faces, and that's the whole goal. Support a good cause, come away knowing that you had a good time.
A little razzle-dazzle there, RG3 and Flutie and the crew as they get up towards midfield. But they've got to score quickly, come up with a big defensive play, and then score again. The odds not in their favor, but they're gonna keep fighting here. KJ Osborne.
Well, and an outstanding defensive job there by T-Mac's team. They were able to break down KJ, make him go east and west. He couldn't go north and south there. They pushed him out of bounds. That's how you defend somebody like KJ Osborne, who's got, such speed and a lot of moves.
We close in on the final 30 seconds of this ball game. And Tracy McGrady, Team T-Mac on the verge of another title. KJ Osborne down inside the 10. Flag gets ripped off right there. We've maybe got time for one more play, Eric.
We don't have official stats here in the booth, but I'm guessing KJ Osborne has at least 10 catches today.
He has been a beast out there, that is for certain. And into the end zone, and Doug Flutie with the touchdown reception from RG3 as the clock hits triple zeros. And that is it. Congratulations to Tracy McGrady and Team T-Mac, victorious again, and they have completed the three-peat here at the Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. An incredible victory, 80-74 is your final score. Stay with us. Post-game festivities straight ahead from Phoenix.
Celebrity Sweat takes you behind the scenes to see how your favorite celebrities, athletes, and entertainers lead healthy lives.
If you look at all the greats, they all have the same work ethic. We all do things that other people don't want to do.
Do something that you love to do, and that's the best because you're enjoying it.
Follow us on social media for celebrity fitness secrets, high-energy workouts, and much more. Go to CelebritySweat.com, get motivated and inspired to jumpstart your workouts and healthy lifestyle today.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
With more than 50 years in the community, Valle del Sol is your one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs. To schedule your behavioral health needs, a primary care visit, to get up to date on your vaccines, and to learn more about the wide range of care we offer, visit valledelsol.com today.
Hey, you on the couch. While you're kicking back, we're turning up. With 300 milligrams of natural caffeine, electrolytes, and BCAAs, we're breaking a sweat and tearing through boundaries. Thanks to Rain. Total body fuel. With zero sugar, it's exactly what you need to get to the next level. Available in a dozen refreshing flavors. Scan, shop, and sip your pick-me-up today.
I am Conor McGregor, multiple weight MMA champion. I'm a fighter and I've been through many battles in the octagon. Many consider my fights in the octagon heroic, but the real-life heroes are those men and women who fight to protect us every day. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support their efforts. Your $11 a month honors and supports our first responders. Please visit tunneltotowers.org or call now at 1-844-BRAVEST.
Certain combinations just don't work in the winter, like skiing in the sand or swimming in the rain. But other things go together seamlessly. Introducing the winter's hottest couple, peanut butter and whiskey. Grab some friends, get cozy, and open up a bottle of Screwball whiskey. Or try our greatest pair yet, Screwball whiskey in a tiny can. The winter combination that just works. Screwball whiskey. Screw it. Let's do it.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
The pulse, the beat, the vibe. You have a place to turn it on. Talking Stick Resort.
We're back at the 2023 Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. Robert Griffin III and that man, Tracy McGrady and Team T-Mac, they have done it. 80-74 the final, and Team T-Mac has won it for a third consecutive year. Let's head down to Jake on the field.
Thanks, Tom. Guys, we're down here with the winning team, Team Tracy McGrady. Congratulations, Tracy. You won today's trophy presented by our team, Celebrity Sweat. Congratulations. That's his three-peat. Hey, how does that make you feel, Tracy?
Feels good. I'm going to Disney World.
Now, guys, we had an unbelievable day today, but there was one MVP, Quincy Wilson. Quincy, congratulations, man. You won our MVP. Congratulations, man. How does that make you feel?
Man, it's great, and thank you for the opportunity to come out here and just play with you guys and, just get around and do my thing. Appreciate y'all.
To all the incredible athletes, thank you so much for everything. And to all the military members, the first responders, to everybody putting their life on the line every single day for our sacrifice and safety. Thank you so much. We will see you next year in Las Vegas.
Thank you to Jake Newlander. And congrats to Quincy Wilson, the MVP. Team T-Mac victorious. All of our great sponsors, Berserk Athletics, Mesquite Barbecue, Valle del Sol, of course, Talking Stick Resort, Pepsi, Rain, Amazon, and GCU here, Grand Canyon University. An incredible host for this game. Eric, your final thoughts.
Yeah, and it takes all hands on deck to make this telecast possible. All of our great sponsors, of course, Jake down on the field, Ray in the truck and that crew, Paula back in Chicago, want to give her a big shout out. She was going to be here, couldn't make it out. But listen, this was a ton of fun. And what we saw was the trifecta. Getting that three-peat for T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. And he's already thinking about making it a foursome next year north of here in the Las Vegas desert. We'll call them the Quad Squad if they do it, but they still got to do it first, right?
I like your thought process right there. Next year, of course, we'll be in Las Vegas where the Super Bowl is, and this great event, always an anchor event for every Super Bowl weekend. We love the Celebrity Flag Football Challenge, as does everybody. We have had an incredible atmosphere here this afternoon. This place has been packed. The students here at GCU, all the players so engaging with them and having so much fun. We couldn't ask for anything more than the way this game has gone today.
Yeah, and we don't have a lot of time left, so I need to know, Kansas City or Philadelphia, where do you land?
I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. As a quarterback, I worry a little bit about that ankle, so I'm going to give the advantage to the Eagles, but close.
All right.
How about you?
I'm going to go with Kansas City. I just think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid want that legacy of having 2 Super Bowl rings. Somehow, some way, they'll find a way to get it done over there in Glendale, Arizona.
Well, there's the guy who got it done here this afternoon at the Celebrity Flag Football game. Tracy McGrady leading his team for a 3rd consecutive year.
80 points.
He's got the three-peat, 80 points on the board as they win it 80-74. He did it in Tampa 2 years ago. He did it in LA last year. We've been there for all of these. And of course, today in Phoenix, he has found a way to win it again. His buddy Quincy Wilson, your MVP. What a tandem they were.
Yeah,
we're terrific.
And I'll tell you what, we had, the sticking the jump, sticking the landing to start things off, and then, of course, T-Mac's team able to cap off the three-peat. So, Tom, we'll see you up the road in Vegas. Can't wait.
Looking forward to it already. Next year, it'll be the 24th Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. Next year in Las Vegas. Tracy McGrady has got his three-peat. Team T-Mac defeats Team RG3 80-74 is your final. So for Eric Nelson, Jake Newlander, Ray, and the whole crew in the truck, I'm Tom James saying so long from Phoenix. Team Tracy McGrady, your champions once again.